Despite all the odds, this week's hometown hero is finding ways to reach new heights, that is for sure. Jamie Maggio is here now with his incredible story. Jamie?
Jim, thank you so much. Definitely reach new heights. Dystonia is a rare movement disorder in which someone's muscles move uncontrollably and affects each person differently. Kit Smith, an avid outdoorsman since a very young age, found a way to combine his love of mountain climbing with raising awareness for dystonia. I sat down with Smith to learn more on this week's edition of Hometown Hero.
Hometown Hero, sponsored by Rotolo Chevrolet.
So, Kit, you have been an outdoorsman basically since birth.
Yep. Yeah.
The mountains, the ocean, all of it.
Yeah. I mean, my parents were really into the outdoors, and even when I was a baby, my dad had me on his back going on hiking trips, and so yeah, I've always loved the outdoors. That's been a big part of my life.
What is it about the mountains and I guess being that close to nature?
It's just a thrill, and like everything, it's beautiful.
You're healthy, you're active, you're fit. This has been something that you've been doing since a young age and that you were introduced to at a young age. When did you first notice some of the symptoms of dystonia?
Probably around 5 years ago. The dystonia that I have, called cervical dystonia, in my case, the muscles, involuntary, kind of just will pull my head to the right. But it was really subtle then, and I just noticed it slowly got worse and worse. And then I kind of just did my own research and sort of self-diagnosed, and went and saw this neurologist, and he immediately literally just looked at me and he was just like, oh yeah, that's what you have.
Is this something that you feel in every moment of every day, or is it come in waves?
It comes in waves, but I mean, I almost always feel it if I'm really focused on something, and that's sometimes, what's nice about doing these 14ers, it kind of takes my mind off of it, and then I'm not thinking about it as much.
So at what point did you decide, I'm going to summit mountains to raise awareness for dystonia?
In the beginning, it was more of a personal thing. It was more me feeling like I didn't want dystonia to limit me in doing things. I went for the first one actually with my dog Scout here, and yeah, he was definitely inspiration, helping me get to the top of the first 14er, which was White Mountain. After that, then I started posting, and then people, since I was tagging dystonia and dystonia awareness, people who had it were getting back to me and telling me how inspired they were about what I was doing, and then I was like, now I really have to keep doing this.
I think once he started to see feedback from other people and see that he was being an inspiration, I think it took a second for it to click in, but I think it's great, and he is doing it for other people that can't do this right now, or maybe motivating them to do something similar in their life that they can achieve.
Go through the list of the mountains that you've summited, and then what's on your wish list? What's next?
Yeah, so I've done 11 of the 15 California 14ers.
Didn't you say Everest is on your list also?
Yeah, I'd love to do eventually the 7 summits. But before that, I think after I finish the 14ers, I'd like to go around just to all the western states and do the highest points in all the western states.
What do you find to be the most rewarding aspect of all of this?
The effort that it takes to do all this, and actually to get to the summit. And then it's definitely the reward of seeing people with dystonia that are inspired by it. I think is just as big, if not bigger.
I know you had to get goosebumps, because I'm getting goosebumps right here just listening to him with you doing the interview.
Kit is a special dude. Everyone's going to hit setbacks and roadblocks in life, and to take it on and then to say, you know what, I'm going to keep doing my thing, and I'm going to keep pushing forward. And not only is he doing that and continuing to live his life the way that he wants to live it, but he's inspiring other people that are also stricken with this, that might say, well, now I'm going to be reserved in life and I can't do the things I want to do. But he's saying, no, you can. you can go do what you want to do. And I just think it's, yeah, like you said, goosebumps. It's so inspiring.
And of course, these other people, these other young people or whoever, looking up to him, they look up to him as a hero now.
Yeah, and that's why he's our hometown hero.
Yeah. You know, when you think about how difficult was it for you to do that, knowing the emotional aspect of this particular story?
Well, that's what it was, Jim. But this is what I love about what we do, is talking to people. I mean, we get to talk to professional athletes all the time, and that's, you know, exciting and glamorous. But it's people like Kit that really kind of tug at your heartstrings. That I was very invested in his story, and I was so excited to share his story with our viewers.